childhood, we have listened to many speeches. Wow, that speaker is so charming. What he said really intrigues me. We all enjoy listening to great speeches because of this great experience. We seek chances to listen to more great speeches. But have you ever thought about being one of those stars on the stage? When I was in college, I used to dream to be the superstar on the stage, though a lot of people think that I'm kind of daydreaming. Therefore, I joined the guitar club. I play the guitar very hard, day and night, in order to get a chance to perform on the stage. But still, most of the time, I was still the audience, sitting under the stage, clapping hands for other performers on the stage. I felt I was just like a passerby who was only capable of studying until I joined the club Toastmasters. When I first walked in, I have heard about this club from my cousin, and my mom had been keeping persuading me to join this club. But for the first 3 years in college, I have been using all kinds of excuses to refuse that idea. People at that club were gifted in English. For them, speaking English was just like speaking Chinese. And for me, when I was on the stage, I would just stutter, and it would just be a nightmare for all the people to stare at me. In the fourth year of my college life, I felt that there was something missing, and felt I have to improve my communication skill. Therefore, I decided to give Toastmasters a chance. When I first walked into the classroom, I felt quite nervous. Will the people here accept a graduating old man join their club? Well, they think my English is very poor. I sat at the back row of the classroom. As you can see from the photo, I sat over there in the last row. I pray not to be called onto the stage for table topic sessions. However, the speakers on the stage just have a special magic to me. That magic encouraged me to stay in this club for the rest of my school years. There has been an impression that people at this club will speak English like drinking water. But actually, all the members, including me, we all learn from trial and error. My first C1 speech began in a joint meeting in NTU. That was a great experience because I felt the audience were supporting me. However, my journey really just began when I started to write my first script. When I was on the stage, I kept thinking about what's the next line for my speech. Therefore, I gave my speech like a news anchor. After hearing some suggestions from the evaluators, I decided to pick some topics that I were more familiar with in my future speeches. Also, like I have told many speakers during the evaluation session, I try to remember the image instead of memorizing the exact sentence on my script. After finding remembering scripts easier, I ran into another bottleneck. When I was on the stage, I did not dare to look at anyone. And I did not have the courage to use body language or vocal variety. The fear of public speaking had come back to me again. I wanted to share more stories here in Toastmasters. But when I was on the stage, I just feel not at ease. My C5 speech was about the life of pi, and when I was delivering that speech, I felt that I was also on the C as well, because I did not feel very confident and I did not really know what to do while presenting that speech. After that speech, I knew I had to find ways to change this. And the best way to improve is by more practice. For the following speeches, I practiced in the school club center 3 or 4 days before the meeting. I imagined myself the superstar in that small room. And during the practice session, I tried to use as vivid body language as possible, also adding more drastic vocal variety. What's more, I imagine there are some invisible audience sitting under the stage watching my performance. With more practice, I started to feel more comfortable on the stage. After I learned more and more speech skills, I came into another struggle. In the past of my speech, I can talk about a variety of topics, but Kevin was missing from these speeches. I felt I was just like a reporter reporting something from the article. Was the topic I speak really things I want to share with the audience? Or maybe was it because I did not have the courage to talk about my real feeling? In my next speech, I picked a story that just happened to me last semester. And this was a brand new experience for me because I have never shared this story or the feeling of this story with my friends. When I was here on the stage, I just felt quite awkward. The image of that story was very vivid to me. And I keep thinking about how to let the audience get the message as well. So it is difficult for me to concentrate on the stage. Therefore, the audience did not get my message, and I did not really enjoy myself on the stage. After delivering that speech twice, I started to recall some of the good traits that good speakers have. The reason why we feel encouraged or inspired by great speakers is not only because they have great message or values. Another reason is that they enjoy themselves on the stage. Therefore, in my next speech, I try to pick a topic that rings a bell with the audience. And when I was on the stage, I try to have fun. When I started to feel more comfortable on the stage, I heard some laughter from the audience. And that was the best speech among the 8 speeches I ever given. I know that I'm not a perfect speaker, and there are still a lot of things I have to improve. But I will keep trying, practicing, and modifying myself. After these 2 years, I was different from the boy who was afraid to be called on the stage. Public speaking has always been in the 3rd place on a list of things that people are afraid of. We all enjoyed listening to great speeches, but we fear to be the speakers. However, we all have the potential to become those speakers that people like. No matter where you are in your Toastmasters journey, grab every chance to broaden your possibilities. Learners have the right to make all kinds of mistakes. What is more important is that we learn and grow from this mistake, from this experience. Let's keep learning and improve on this journey together. TME!